The morning here. Now for In Your Corner, continuing our team coverage on the tornado that ripped through southwest Cape Coral Saturday night, leaving a path of destruction behind it still left for families to clean up this morning. The brunt of the damage is in the area of Beach Parkway West between Chiquita and Sands Boulevard, but effects of the storm can be seen in several parts of southwest Cape Coral. Fox 4 Rising's Kelli Dame joins us now from Beach Parkway, which is a heavily damaged area of Cape Coral. And Kelli, as folks get going on their Monday morning, what are you seeing? Good morning.
You know, Miriam, good morning. It's really interesting because in some sections it's a ghost town where just several feet away you'll see cars that are moving back and forth on Beach Parkway. In fact, we've been seeing some school buses coming through as well, as school is in session for all of those students. Here's some more cars, as you can see, but I do want to show you the signs of progress here on Beach Parkway. We've got this up here, a generator light for the crews that are working out here. In fact, follow me over here where you can see just this morning a new power pole has been installed, and right behind that power pole is where the old one fell. So you can see there is still sign of progress this morning. We do want to say 800 people are without power still. Crews are working to get that back on. There also is a number that I'm going to be sharing with you in just a minute for those if you do need help rebuilding. That hotline kicks on this morning at 9 a.m. But I do want to say, if you do live in this area, you are allowed in and out. But for those who don't live in this area, police are asking you to stay away. I've seen several police cars up and down monitoring the roads as well, and they will ask for your ID and make sure that you are where you're supposed to be this morning. Now let's get right back to that number. There are two numbers this morning that you can help. One for general questions, 574-0425. The next one is getting permits for community development, and that's going to be key during this rebuilding process. That number, 574-0551. That hotline opening up again at 9 a.m. But I do want to get over to Fox 4 Rising's Adam Pinsker. He has the story as we're seeing this damage firsthand. The governor, Rick Scott, also seeing that damage firsthand yesterday. And here's what he has to say.
And just to give you a scope of how bad the damage was from Saturday's tornado, this is a ceramic piece from a power line that's just lodged into the soil here. We're at the corner of Beach Parkway and Agua Linda Boulevard. Governor Rick Scott actually on Sunday was just a couple miles from here touring some of the damage, and he is huddling with his advisors to determine how much it will cost to clean this mess up. Overturned cars, roofs torn to shreds, trees snapped like matchsticks.
I grew up in the Midwest, and I remember all through school we'd have to go to the basement of the school because we'd have tornado alerts.
Governor Rick Scott recalling some of those childhood moments as he toured a neighborhood off Chiquita Boulevard and Southwest 17th Avenue, homes ravaged by Saturday night's tornado.
Surprisingly and very, very thankfully, we don't have any reports of any major injuries or any deaths from this.
Although tornadoes in Florida are extremely rare, some have called for tornado sirens to be installed. Governor Scott credits smartphones for saving lives.
You can argue which way is better, but as you know, down here, they did send text, is my understanding.
Damage to homes is estimated at $5.5 million, but that number may climb to $10 million when you count the number of downed power lines. It is still unknown whether Florida will need federal dollars to recover.
The way it works is we have to hit a certain threshold of damage, and we'll see if there's that much damage or not.
It is hard to put a price tag on the damage suffered by those living in these neighborhoods, although it could have been a lot worse. And Waste Pro is scheduled to be out here today to clean up a lot of the debris that's been left here from this storm, but it could take several weeks until the job is done. Reporting from Cape Coral, Adam Pinsker, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, Adam, thank you. And here are those numbers here again. That second one is the one that is opening up that hotline at 9 a.m., 574-0551. That's getting permits for community development. So make sure you write that down if you are in need of some help. Back out here live, you can see one of those homeowners that may be calling that hotline. This one behind us, roof, possibly brand new roof, as well as the windows that are boarded up. And I do want to take a look over here at this sign. It's a little difficult at times to tell where you are here. Southwest 18th Avenue and Beach Parkway. And while the tornado did bring a big red stop sign, a halt to this community, this morning we are starting to see signs of that green light, the go, and the progress moving forward. I do want to send it back over to my colleagues in the studio and want to mention that at 8:30, KPD will be giving us an update on everything moving forward. So we will, of course, be bringing you that. But, of course, the first sign to progress that we would like to see is some good weather. I have to say it is a little cold out here, though, this morning.
All right, Kelly, thank you. And yes, as we know, people in Cape Coral will come together to help one another out in this situation, too. And Jamie, as we turn it to look at the weather with you, we're looking at all this damage, and we can see the structures there, but that's something to be mentioned that it could have been a lot worse. But given the way that our homes here in Southwest Florida are built, it was actually able to withstand a lot of that and the brunt of the weather that came through.
Absolutely.